Hey, I'm Matt, and on today's Matt's Life DIY, I'm doing a hack on the Ikea Kallax storage unit to create a kitchen island. So let's get started. So here we're looking at my garage, and those are the cabinets from my kitchen that I removed when I did my kitchen remodel. And I have lots of drawers and storage, which is great. These are some of the items that we'll need for this project. I'll put the list in the description below. Now, I did not build the Kallax unit on video, but this is the final product, and I wanted to just take it from there. So here we have two 2x6s I'll be using as a base, and I'm lining it up on the top, or this is going to be the bottom edge of the unit. I squared it up, and I just wanted to use a pencil to mark a cut line to see where I'll be cutting the board. So I placed the two boards on a flat surface, and I marked X's of the sides that I wanted to remove. I took my handy dandy square and made a nice straight line. They're both going to be the same length, and this will be my nice square cut line. I set the depth on my circular saw and lined it up on the line to make sure that I'll be cutting a nice straight line. But in order to do so, since I don't have a table saw, I took my square and I set it on the board to use as an edge, and then I secured it with a clamp so that it wouldn't go anywhere. So here I am cutting the board, cutting. Things are going just great. Cutting makes me nervous sometimes, but inevitably, bam, there you go. There's a nice kickback, and that hurt my knuckles. I think I cut 2 knuckles on that. No problem though, I just took a little mini hacksaw and cut away those extra bits there and clean off the burrs. I'll be sanding the edge anyway. Now, I took the unit, put the 2 boards on, and just wanted to see what the base would look like, and that looks happy. That looks happy. It makes me happy to see. Then I measured the length of the Kallax unit, and I want to figure out how much countertop I need. So this is a countertop that I got from the return section at Ikea. Got a great deal, 20 bucks on that thing. And I'm measuring out 64 inches is how long that I wanted. So I took my square, once again, that is one piece of equipment I just could not do without, and it's cheap too. So I set a straight line on the top, set a straight line on the bottom at 64 inches. And then, because it's not a super long piece of equipment, I got a straight edge, and all I did was just place it on the board and connected the dots essentially. Now, I always like to put an X on the part of the material that I'm not going to be using. That just serves as a reminder, even though it's really clear. I did not want the sticker. And again, because I have no table saw, I set a straight edge, but look at this bee. He came and visited me. He just wanted to make sure I was doing everything all right. And I think I was doing okay. He didn't sting me or anything, so that was good. So I used my level, which goes almost all the way across, and I used the clamps to clamp it down so that I could use it as a edge so that I can make this cut. And man, I was praying, please don't kick back, don't kick back, don't kick back. Bam, nice job. Okay, one of my mantras is a thing for everything and everything in its place. Put it away. So now I'm covering the unit up just so that I can use it as a workbench at night so I don't have to be on the ground. I put my 2 boards, that's going to be the base, and I'm sanding off the rough edges because I'll be painting those. I'm not going to paint the whole thing because all you're going to see is the outer edge, that top edge right there. So I'm sanding those edges right now just so that it'll be a nice smooth surface. And I'm also cleaning up the edge of the countertop of any kind of burrs or dust and that type of thing. Right here I'm marking where I'm going to pre-drill holes to insert my screws. I don't want the screws to intersect with any of the hardware that's on the Kallax unit, so that's why I was looking at it carefully. Now it's time to paint. So shake that can of paint up. You want to really make sure it's nice and mixed up before you start painting. This was a bad idea. Very, very bad idea. I ended up getting paint all over my arm and my watch, so I put it in a box and then took care of business. Now you notice a height difference between the outer edges and the center part of the unit. So I'm going to use this cardboard to kind of level that out and serve as an insulator for the countertop that I'm going to put on. I'll adhere it with liquid nails, and if you've never used this stuff, it is super great, super duper strong. So you just put it in a caulking gun, and then what you're going to do, or what I did, is cut it with a box cutter. And make it kind of a nice little pointed edge, and then use that to squirt onto your surface. Here I'm cleaning up the surface of the unit so that there's no dust, no debris of any kind. I want maximum adhesion. And I'm just doing a zigzag pattern on the top. Want to make sure that there's enough on there that this countertop's not going to go anywhere. And here is the cardboard. It's all measured out precisely. I had to do a little bit of trimming, but it's all cool. And it is going to compress down as the countertop is on there and pressure's on it. So then I laid the countertop on, and I wanted to make sure that it was even all the way around, 360 degrees, same depth. Now, I looked at the underside, and then I decided, hey, I'm gonna create little edges. And so I drew corners where each one of the 4 corners goes. And before I put the caulking or the liquid nails on, I cleaned up the surface and then did a nice liberal application, then turned over the unit. Now it's gonna go shabam, and I'm lining it up with the drawings that I put on there, the 90-degree drawings that I put on. And I put a cover over it because I just do. And then I put some dumbbells on there to provide some weight to kind of push and compress that cardboard down and the liquid nails into the material so it would have some maximum adhesion. That was a pretty good amount of weight, and it really served this purpose really well. Got to get ready for installing the bottom part where the wheels will be installed. So these are the 2x6s. You'll notice the outer edges have been painted, and I'm screwing in my wood screws into the Kallax unit, the underside. I was crossing my fingers it wouldn't intersect with any hardware that's on the Kallax, and it was good. I was also praying that the screws wouldn't split the wood, no problem. Here are the wheels that I got from Amazon. They're 4 or 5 inch wheels, and check out that, man, those bearings are great. They're lockable. It's wonderful. I'm marking where I'm going to drill pilot holes, and you want to make sure you do that so that your wood doesn't split or crack whenever you install your screws. I did not use the lag bolts that they provided, but I used my own method, and it seemed to work out just fine. So I have all 4 of my wheels installed, and they look super great. Check out that rolling action. That is just amazing. I'm so super happy. This is going to work wonderfully. Time for a wonderful neighbor to help me turn this thing right side up. And there it is, guys. I love this hack that I've done for the Kallax unit. This is going to be my island in my kitchen. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and click here in order to see how I take this kitchen island to the next level. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.